Hey everyone, Will Mosley here. I hope you're having an extraordinary morning, day, evening, everything there is. I'm in a pretty wonderful mood right now. Can you be in a pretty wonderful? Yeah, I think so. The reason for that is very simple. Today, I got everything that I intended to get done. And as far as, hold on just a second. Nope, we're not going to go there. I'm at the classic pull out at work and I'm trying to judge it. And it's always so hard to judge the timing between this thing. Okay, we did it. But yeah, I'm in a really great mood because I literally I've been trying to not get myself amped up about this new to-do system that I just started trying out. Yesterday? I think day before yesterday. Yesterday. It's only been a 24 hours. So a lot of times with to-do systems, they're like it seems like you're on a great path and then all of a sudden it doesn't work anymore. But I really can see the ease and the order of this system. It's the do it tomorrow system. I made a podcast about this yesterday, just kind of giving my initial thoughts. And today was a full day after that of doing it. So just to kind of catch up, pretty much yesterday, all the tasks that came in from yesterday, I pretty much put on a list for tomorrow. It was just a list called tomorrow. There was about 10 things that kind of occurred or that came up. There were certain things that had to be done that day, and there were things that I did from the backlog, like on yesterday. But the main thing is that I woke up today and came into work with a closed list of things that were set from me for yesterday. And this may not seem like a big deal at all. It doesn't seem like anything fancy, but there's something crazy amazing about this. So for one, the list itself could not have anything more added to it. So what was there was what just kind of needed to be done for the day. And I was a little bit apprehensive at first because I was like, well, some of these tasks they're not just one day things, they're big projects. So that's going to be a problem. Obviously, I can't get this done in one day. And there was a couple other things that I was kind of worried about with it. I of course know how to work and do my job and default into whatever that kind of strategy is, but I wanted to kind of give this a go as I'm working, see if I could be a little bit more efficient for the company and just for myself and being on top of things. I'm super happy to say that it worked. I think it's because of the buffer, the amount of time in between. Because a lot of times we respond to things like, yeah, I'll make it happen right now. When a lot of them don't have to happen right exactly that second, but as long as you're getting to them and you're making them happen in a systematic approach, it actually gets done quicker. With all the new tasks that came in today, I did the same thing I did yesterday. All the new requests, I put them on a list for tomorrow. All the tasks that were on the tomorrow list from yesterday were put on the today list. I hope this makes a lot of sense. I know it sounds pretty jumbled, but it's really, 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 really simple. Listen to the last podcast about what to-do list should you use in 2019 or whatever. The main thing I want to kind of express here is moreover just the fact of that closed list, that list that just got smaller and smaller, and as more things came at me for today, it didn't affect that list. They just went on to a list that I would do tomorrow. And when I wake up tomorrow and come into work, I already have exactly what I'm going to do. It also helped with a meeting with the boss today where she came in, and a lot of times I'll do like my creative dives or creative whatever, creative meetings with her. And because I have had an exact list of everything that I was doing for the day, it made it really simple to kind of go over the things that I needed from her and things that I was doing, and also things that I just finished up. And then it also like things that I'll be working on tomorrow, it's so crazy, but it's so cool because it helps you understand what the next couple days are going to look like. And it also helps you with the anxiety of things just randomly coming at you. So what were some hiccups in the system? Or in today, from the first run? Well, the boss introduced a pretty big one when we first started meeting. She had a specific way she kind of wanted to have our task list, where it was kind of like an easy way for her to manage, and then like me have like a separate list that I can manage. And yesterday I pretty much had made 4 different lists for myself, so I ended up paring those 4 lists down to 1 list for myself, and she had 1 list for herself. And because we use Asana, you're able to share tasks between projects, so that wasn't a problem, but it did spook me at first. I was like, damn, just now getting the hang of this thing and trying this out, and then all of a sudden, but nope, fixed that quickly. There were a couple of tasks that came up that were needed to be done today. So usually with the system, if the new task comes up, you put it on tomorrow's list. But if it's something that is pressing time, ooh, Jesus. 1 second. We got tree branches all in the middle of the road. I had to shift really fast. That is bad. Woo, lordy. Okay. Never a dull moment. Like big old branches in the middle of the road, like big old tree trunk branches or whatever, from the storm. And then also, so here goes the thing where I alter the system, and I don't know if this is exactly how the system is supposed to work, but as I continue to read the ebook, I'll learn more. But I noticed that there were some things on the list that just didn't make sense, that weren't really actionable today, and they were things that required someone else's input, and that input wouldn't be given for probably another few days. So I created a new subsection, really a new list. Let's just keep it the same thing, list for our purposes. I created a new list that said next week. So at the beginning of each week, I'm going to end up pulling the tasks from that kind of list and re-adding them to what needs to be done, so that those get reintroduced every week. And yeah, like I said, this is just me kind of giving you a first look at me trying out a new system. Maybe it'll help you, maybe you got an idea for yourself. Don't know, we'll see. But this expression is good for myself as well. I find when I don't do these for a couple days, I get like all sorts of just like frustrated. Maybe this is kind of like me having podcast therapy. Also, a lot of good stuff for home too. I have the system for work, and then I have, of course, a separate system, the same exact system, but just a different to-do list at home. And I kind of know exactly what I need to do when I get home today. A lot of times it's just up in the air and up in random, but because the list is closed, the list is because nothing else can be added for the day unless it's super urgent. Um, there's a sense of relief and happiness in that. A sense that I'm actually getting stuff done that's important, that I've been maybe pushing off, and a sense that nothing else can obstruct the what I want to get done for the day, unless of course it's urgent. And a lot of times we live our lives without knowing what we're going to do and what we're aiming at and stuff like that. With the list, it just makes it super simple. It's a short list. It's like maybe 10 items. My home list is actually, it was like 3 or 4 different items for today, and now it's only 1. So I only have one more thing that needs to actually be done today at home. And I can kind of check that off too. So, yeah. Alright, I want to note that to-do lists are tricky, hairy things that I feel like if they cripple you, you should just kind of maybe not take them so serious. But if it's something that really helps you do what you want to do, then maybe make it something that works well for you. I'm typically the person that veers completely away from to-do lists because it makes you feel closed in a box. But with this new to-do list system, this closed list system, it makes me feel, if so far it feels good, and it feels like my expression of creativity is greater. I will let you know maybe in a week or 2 or in a month how this system's actually going, and that will be the actual true vibe of if this is something that's just me getting excited over it, or if it's really changing how I work. Hope this helped. By the way, the audio, I noticed the audio isn't as crispy and clear when I put it up to 30 gain, so I'm going to take it back down to 20 gain. Ooh, and I found the culprit of where all these missing branch trees are coming from. There's this truck riding with the open thing, dropping tree branches. That's nice. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Remember, if you need a promotional film, like a film just to make you look boss, make you look great, make you look good, I can make that happen for you. Alright, go to heywillmosley.com, and yeah, you can get a quote right there. Alright, talk to you guys soon. Bye.